You're listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. Each week, your host, Polly Requa, interviews veterinarians and individuals in the pet industry from across the nation answering pet questions. Bark and Wag podcast is produced weekly for your enjoyment, and show notes can be found at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. That's BARKNWAG.com. Please remember to subscribe to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. Bark and Wag is dedicated to protecting our dogs through advocacy, education, and supporting like-minded dog lovers by selling custom pet products. Bark and Wag is excited to announce our new partnership with a Colorado hemp farm to produce a line of CBD products for your pets. Bark and Wag has CBD pet tincture available in 300, 750, 1200, and 2400 milligrams. Bark and Wag CBD is pet safe, no THC, it's made in the USA, and is CO2 extracted. Please check out Bark and Wag's website, barkandwag.com. That is BARKNWAG.com to see our line of CBD and awesome merchandise. We love pooch ideas for podcasts and merchandise, so anytime send an email to Polly at barkandwag.com with your suggestions.
Welcome to Bark and Wag 15-Minute Vet Talk. I'm your host, Polly Requa. Today we're talking to Cindy Myers, energy healer and intuitive. Welcome, Cindy.
Hi, Polly.
Well, we haven't had you on the show for a while, and I wanted to let the listeners know, what do you have going on in September?
Well, to start September off, September 1st, I'm hosting my Animals and Emotions webinar at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be on Zoom, and it's free for anybody. You just have to go to my website and register for it. And that night's topic is going to be talking about what our pets experience when we go out of town. You know, with the holiday weekend coming up, a lot of our pets get a little anxious when we leave, right? And maybe you take them to a kennel or you have a pet sitter, but they just get really anxious and afraid when we go out of town. So we'll talk about those emotions, and then my service that helps you, helps your pets when you do go out. I have a virtual pet sitting service, so and how that can help your pets when you go away.
And I understand that you have a new book.
I do. I'm so excited about this book. It's my first children's book that I've written. I actually wrote it and illustrated it myself. It's about a rooster, Booster the rooster, who couldn't tell time. So he cock-a-doodle-doos always at the wrong time.
Oh, how cute.
So I'm very excited about having this book come out. It's geared towards about 3 to 6 year olds.
And when do you feel that it will come out?
I'm hoping it's going to come out in September. We're on track for it to come out in probably mid to late September. We're in the final stages of getting it developed now. It's in the hands of the people that put it all in the magic format, and it will be for sale on Amazon. So it's getting put into that Amazon format.
So where can everyone find out more information on how to join your webinar in September?
You can go to my website, yourenergyhealer.com, and go to the events page, and you can register. Again, it's all free. You just have to put your name and your email so you can get the link to the Zoom. It's all on Zoom. So I'll send out the link the day before and the day of for the webinar. Hop on.
Okay, and I will put all the information in the show notes.
Perfect.
Well, thank you for being on the podcast, and we look forward to having you back.
All right. Thanks, Polly.
Thank you for listening to Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk. If you like what you just heard, we hope you'll pass along our web address, www.barkandwag.com, to your friends and other pet owners. Have a pressing question for a veterinarian? Ask your question at barkandwag.com under the podcast tab. This has been a KFR production. Join us next time for another edition of Bark and Wag's 15-Minute Vet Talk.